So if you want to go down that route, you have to kind of bear that in mind for how many lanterns you're going to collect. There he is. We can see him. Oh no! He's killed our guys. So yes, that is unfortunate. What's up guys, John here from the Kilobits, and yes, today I've decided to give up this whole YouTube lifestyle and just, well, start a life of crime as I become the anti-hero. Yes, this is a new game, not out yet, I think it comes out actually in July, from the developer Tim Conkling and being published by Versus Evil, and this is probably most akin to being something like a digital board game in which you basically run a guild of thieves, and you are, well, you can pick out a number of characters, but this is kind of the default one. This is Lightfinger, and it's set in this very kind of Victoriana, you know, gas lamps and cobbled streets type environment. Very, very basic options at the moment. As I said, it's not out yet. It's still very kind of preview, alpha, beta state, whatever you want to call it. But we will go into a skirmish, and at the moment there's 3 different scenarios. You can also hot seat with a friend, and it does have online, so you can play it like a board game online with friends. It is just 1v1. At the moment, we'll do... well, we can random it up. I think if we do Big City, that seems to be the simplest one, and so I should be able to get through most of it straight away. And as I say, these are our selection of master thieves. In fact, I think there are others of going to be available. I mean, if you pre-order, you can get something called the Book Club DLC, which basically gives you a few extra characters. I think it's like Ebenezer Scrooge, Sherlock Holmes, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and I think it was Tiny Tim. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. This is just your kind of character for... We'll be Franny, and we can see how it plays out. So as I say, it is a kind of board game, and this is the board we work on. We are playing against another Master Thief, the guy in red, another Lightfinger, and what we need to do is, as you'd imagine, raid houses to collect cash, but we also need to start stocking up on lanterns because this is our upgrade system. So if we actually go into the guild, this is essentially our skill tree, and everything costs a certain number of lanterns. And the idea is we need to get 5 victory points. Now, some of these can be stuff like we can bribe, and that will give us a victory point. We can do an assassination mission. Sometimes there'll be targets on the board that we can assassinate to get a win. There's stuff like you can infiltrate a church, and if you level it up enough, you can get a bribe and a victory point for that. So there are a number of ways to get victory points, and on the other boards you can do stuff like infiltrate a masked ball and steal some wealthy artifacts from the mansion. They all count as a victory point. So the idea is you have to beat the other guy to 5 points essentially. And the way we navigate the board is simply, well, we can scout stuff out. You have to uncover the fog of war first, but first and foremost, we're going to scout this so we can actually get the trading house, and we need to essentially burgle the house to scout it. These special buildings, these are regular buildings here, which we can just burgle. These special buildings are ones we need to build up to actually get, you know, certain things. So as you can see in the bottom corner here, it says the trading house creates 1 lantern per turn, but if we level it up to 3 notches, we can create 2 lanterns per turn. And the way we level it up is we have to send in our urchins to infiltrate. So we'll infiltrate this place, and that's it. That's us done. Right, so well, that's all we can do because we've got no more people on the board, we've got no more turns in the guild, so we just have to pass the turn then now. And there you go, we've gained 1 extra lantern. So now there you go, that's our assassination contract. So that's one of the ways we can actually get some points and essentially all we need to do is just keep uncovering the board, try and get further than the other guy, essentially. We'll scout there. And, oh, as you can see, now you see these little red footprints? This means this guy has wandered down this direction. So he's already kind of uncovered the map from his point of view up to here. So what I think I might do is spend a lantern to get an extra scouting point and burgle this place. So we've got, there's another trading house there. So if we can get that fairly quickly, it means we can start building up our number of lanterns. But the unfortunate thing is it's quite near to his, and he's bound to have a trading house probably there as well. So that might be a risky prospect. So it might be better to try and get some of these ones over here. But what else shall we do? We can't really spend any more money. So I think that's us for this turn. A bit of a bad turn, really. We could have done with kind of buying more stuff, getting more stuff going. I mean, there you go. You can see he's killed just somebody off. You don't know quite who. It's not the assassination target, because that one's up there. That's actually named. These probably tend to be just like regular goons that are just hanging around on the street corners. So let's get this trading house. We'll burgle it. Ah, now he has already taken it over. So what we could do is we could hire a gang.
I'm here.
Now the gangs we basically use to kind of beat people up, you know, kill people, whether they're guarding a house or something like this, or we can also send them into these places to evict the urchins. And every time your gang is successful, whether it kills somebody or evicts somebody, you get a upgrade. So what we can do now is actually recruit one of ours, send him, go on, click, into there. And what should we do ourselves? I think if we maybe burgle that place, maybe that's the special building. No, that's the church. Right, wait. Well, we definitely want the church. As I say, that will give us, well, as you can see, it will give us a gold coin for one person. And if we get 3 urchins in there, then that's going to give us a bribe point, which is, you know, one of the upgrades. And at the moment, we're going to get 4 lanterns. He's on 3. I think the first bribe, it goes up if you've already done something this level. So I think the first bribe is going to be 5 lanterns. So we can potentially get that in about 2 turns if he doesn't get it first. So the first bribe is 5 lanterns, second one is 7, last one is 9. So if you want to go down that route, you have to kind of bear that in mind for how many lanterns you're going to collect. There he is. We can see him. Oh no! He's killed our guys. So yes, that is unfortunate. I think he has already got the early advantage on us. Yes, and he's got the church as well. Ah. This is going to be a tough one. But he only has 2 health on there, so I think it may be worth buying a gang and maybe recruiting, using one of our coins to get a knife. Now we can do 1 attack point. I didn't mean to do it. I meant to do it with me so they'd actually level up. That was a misclick. That was a misplay from me. My bad. I'm sorry. We're going to scout the church, but I think he's already shoved an urchin in there. Yes. Unfortunate. So he's getting more cash per round, and he's already on his way to actually getting the bribery point. So this is going quite badly for us straight off the bat. But you start to see the kind of the almost chess-like strategy to it. You know, it's almost, you know, I'd say something like Risk. You know, you have to get those certain territories, and then you can actually play out, and you have to think about how you're going to level up your guys. Look, he's going to... All right, he's evicting them instead of actually attacking us. So we know his gang is that's probably his gang there. And unless he's added a actual extra thug to its gang, then that means they're probably only at 2 health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my scouts to, scout that much, yes.
On it.
As I say, yes. And his gang's only got 2 health, so we're going to do this properly this time. We're going to attack his gang. Then we're going to use our gang to take that out, and they'll get a level up. And I think, yep, we're going to up the damage. We're going to get brewing. Oh, no, we could actually get the victory point. I'm going to try and get that early lead on the victory points. So there we go. We're already in the lead there. And let's say... Ooh, do we need the cash or... I think we'll go with the cash.
On it. Ah, yes.
And if we can get some more money going, we could possibly get that bulked out. Oh, this is a tough one. As I say, he's got that early lead on us. I'm trying to work out what the best method is. Do we get by 1 urchin, put him in there, get 2 lanterns at least for the next round? He's going to have to hire a gang or something to evict it else. So it's going to be equal cost. I think that may actually be worth it more.
I'm on it.
Go on then. There we go. And we're creating 2 lanterns per turn. Yes. Okay, right. And as we go through, obviously more and more upgrades cost more and more lanterns. If we can... Oh, they're levelling up that. As I told you the gang would go for it. So, he's down to 1 health. Now, can we get the brewing? Yes, we can get the brewing. So, what we can do is grab our thug and get our thug to join the gang.
Okay.
Now, that actually levels up that. What we can also do is... We need 4 coins, really. We can level it up to 3. So I reckon this... go on, there we go. Burgle this. This may be...
Beautiful.
Yes. So this is also one other thing. But burgling houses, you can burgle them twice. You saw that first time. There's like a slightly bigger sack. That gave us a lantern, in fact. But you can also get these smaller sacks. So you can rob a house twice. The first robbery will net better reward. Second robbery is just like small change. So we could really do with 4 cash. Let's see. What about this house here?
On it.
No, only 1 cash. Maybe this one then. There we go. 2 cash from the big sack. So we have got 4 now. So what we could do is get another thug. Obviously, every time you buy a thug or an urchin or whatever during a round, the price goes up. So we'll get him, join the gang. So we at least got 3 health there, and we'll also kill this guy. Attack, yes. So we're also going to level them up, attack-wise as well. And we're going to up their damage. Damage tends to be the best one to start off with, unless you're purposely going to evict somebody or, you're desperate for cash. I mean, we are fairly desperate for cash. We're not actually earning anything in between rounds. But I think we've stopped the flow. And obviously, if we can get to the assassination target, the fact that we've got a knife now... Oh, he's taken 1 health off them. No. Oh no, they're just evicting. As I said, it cost him 3 to get a gang and 3 to evict. So, cost versus reward. This is a tough one. I think if we take out his gang, again, we don't want the gang to build up too strongly. So, I mean, we could scout this, get the assassination target, because we have 1 point They've got 3 points, so we'd be able to get that 4 damage. But rather than let him get the advantage, I'm going to take out the gang. And we'll get the level up. More damage. And I'm going to... let's start scouting in this direction. Yeah, we'll scout there. Burgle this house. So this is the other thing. These big estates tend to be guarded, but they also have very valuable art in them, or whether it's art or jewellery or whatever. But you need to level that up in your leveling tree. So we need to get art critic or jewellery to actually crack that. But what should we do? Also, in between rounds, if you don't want to level up, if you want to kind of save your money or your lanterns, whatever, you can also ask for charity. This gives you an option of, getting extra 4 coins or extra 2 lanterns for that round. 3. We could go for the lantern generator. That may be worth it. I'm going to go for that. Try and get the advantage on the lanterns. At least then we can be leveling up and getting better stuff later. Well, better stuff quicker than the other guy. That's my theory anyway. And we've still got one more turn. So let's rob. Well, we're going to have to scout some more stuff. Okay, we'll scout that then. So next time we should be able to get that block of city block sort of thing. Okay, right, well that's all we can do. I think we're just stopping the rut a little. He's still maybe slightly ahead of us because we've only got 2 buildings. He's got at least 3, and I reckon this one is fully upgraded. Oh, we didn't get a gang either. He may take these guys out. Ooh. He didn't. Okay, right. That's okay. We're definitely going to have to buy some thugs and definitely upgrade this team. So for that, we need cash. So let's start robbing these places.
On it.
Oh no, it's another estate. So we can't get past this guard without killing him. We need quick cash. There we go. 2 for that. What's in this place? A bank. Now, as you'd imagine, if you can infiltrate the bank, then you gain cash each turn. And I think we're just going to... Oh, we could evict. Unless he's... Yeah, I think we're going to do an eviction.
Huh?
You evict.
Let's go.
Oh, no, he trapped it. That means he's leveled up this direction. He's got the explosives. He's got the saboteur that will actually... well, as you'd imagine, trap a building. So we are definitely going to need to recruit another thug, because this gang is dead, okay. I reckon. I mean, an alternate there is we could have actually put our thug in like the crossroads as a kind of guard to block his path. I mean, he'd have to kind of do a lot more scouting to get round to this guy. So, I mean, maybe that was a misplay on my part. But what should we do? What should we do? We're not anywhere near the second bribe yet. We could get some extra lanterns, get some extra cash. If we get extra cash, we could actually get... Yes, we're going to get extra cash. And we're going to actually do what we said. We'll get a guard. And we'll put that in the middle of the crossroads. Yeah, we'll put the guard in the middle of the crossroads. Okay. It basically means they have to kill him to get through. So, presumably that will save us, save our gang. Because as I said, we need to build that up. I mean, we could have put the thug in with the gang and gave it 3 life. But this actually slows them down more than anything. So let's submit that. Let's see how we get on. So I think next turn we'll try and raid the bank and get that infiltrated. See, he's had to use his attack. And then the gang has only got 1 attack. So it's got 3 health now, but we can take that on. Yeah. See, we did play that right. We slowed him down enough to actually save our gang. So the gang is definitely taking out trouble there. There we go. And we are going to up the eviction rate, because we really don't want him to get that advantage there. We said we were going to start raiding this bank. Go on, burgle that. And let's get the kiddies in there. Child labour. Don't you just love the Victorian age?
Boy.
Go on, boy. Go on, infiltrate.
All right, then.
There we go. So we're getting more cash each turn. Right. So, again, he's still got that advantage on us. We can do one more break-in. Let's break in there. That should be a big sack. Yes, there's big sacks. So we got 2 coins. Okay. Right. Where's that assassination target? Right over here. I've got a feeling... Well, we keep killing his gang, so that's one thing. We keep killing his gang, so he's not going to be able to do that. And we can maybe go for the bribe next time. I think we're going to try the same tactic again. And we'll get 1. Yeah, I think we're going to get him to join the gang. Right. Okay. Let's try this. Hopefully we can get a bit further then. But you can kind of see how the strategy in that works. At the moment they've admitted the AI is a little dumb. Well. With that 3 cost on the gang upgrade... He upgraded his knife so he could do 2 damage, so yeah, we are losing now. He's certainly got the biggest advantage on us. We really need to do some big plays now, so what could we do? I've got a feeling this place is trapped. We saw that place get trapped. What we could do, well, we'll go with the second bribe. We can afford that. We'll get the second bribe, so at least we're leading in that field. And we will buy ourselves a gang. We will... What can we do? Right, what we could actually do is...
Let's go.
You attack that, and then I can actually break in, get some cash. Damage up. At least if he's this far away as well, he's probably not in kind of the territory the other guy has actually unveiled, so he's probably not going to come over here. Right, we'll burgle, get the big sack of money. We got 2 left, so what we could do is we could attack the other guard. And then get the other big sack of money.
Yes.
Oh, it's more lanterns, right? Okay. Is there anything we could get for 3 lanterns? We could get explosives or art critic, or just save up. We'll just keep saving. What I will do is I will spend the money and.
What?
I don't think he's got this far, so I'm going to try and start building up our cash reserves by trying to take over the bank completely. Okay. As I said, he has definitely got the advantage on us, but we are holding pace. But you can imagine playing against a person, you're going to probably have a tougher time of it. Oh, yeah, he's uncovered a lot close to my place. And we've only still got the 1 build. Oh, well, we've got 2 builds. We've got the bank. I think if we start pushing up in this direction then... that is his gang, isn't it? Let's have a look.
On it.
Right. We could get the reinforced dagger. No. You kill them. And then you finish them off.
Sure.
So you get the points up. And we get more damage. We will... what can we do? What can we do? I want to try and get as much cash as possible. Upgrades. I think we're pushing towards the final bribe as well. Oh no, he's probably going to take that next time. He's got 9 lanterns, unless he's spending big on something like the Sisters, which is an assassination, 6 damage attack. Or he's going to upgrade his blade, because we know he's gone up to level 2 on his blade. So you try and start anticipating, but we could spend 3. Where are we at? I reckon we need to... I think we do need to start uncovering this bit. So I'm going to spend 3 on Expert Scout. So we can actually go... Scout that. Oh, he's been over here as well. You can see the red footprints. So this means this building may be... Yeah. Okay, right. Well, we've done the best we can. I think we'll give the gang a bit of extra life.
Okay.
Just in case. Because they're starting to build up. They do 3 damage. I mean, potentially, depending on where Mr. Hexum heads next time, we may be able to kill him. And we'll find out. And we can maybe buy ourselves another urchin and try and get some more cash. Yeah, he's got lots of traps in there. Yeah, bribe delivered. I told you he's going to spend those 9 points. He's going to send a gang after it.
Got it.
If he can afford it. Can he afford to buy a gang? He might not be able to. Ah, right, okay. Right. And... Okay. Well, we'll go with the assassination and we'll call it quits there. Because you kind of get a sense of how the game plays out. And games can take between... I think last time I played I managed to beat it in like 12-13 rounds, but I had a very kind of lucky kind of spawn. I managed to get like 2 trading houses and a church all within this kind of small block and take him over very, very quickly. But you saw he had the advantage. He's got the church, he's got multiple trading houses. So we'll scout that, we'll get Mr. Wexham. Attack! And we'll send our gang after him. And we'll get the assassination. There we go. That's another contract point. There you go. So, as I say, you get an idea of how it all plays out. As I said, it's not out yet. It comes out on the 13th of July, but you can pre-order now. It's going to cost you... I think when it eventually comes out, full retail price is like £11, so that's what, about $15. But at the moment, it's doing like the usual kind of pre-order discount type thing. I think it's like 20% at the moment. But I think this has potential. I don't know what it's like in multiplayer yet. I haven't really tried the multiplayer. It's going to be a lot more difficult than versus the AI. We know that much. Let's get more cash. Go on, infiltrate. And can we... I think we can get the art critic. Yes, we can get the art critic. We get the big monies for stealing some art. Oh, we get more lanterns. Okay. But yeah, this has been Antihero. Developed by Tim Conkling. Published by Versus Evil. Out in July. If you want to check it out, as always, I will leave a link in the description below. And hopefully I can get maybe better at this. Maybe we can find somebody else to play with. Burgle this place. More money, 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 money. There we go. Yeah, As always, link in the description, and if you liked the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more first impressions like this, or any Let's Plays or anything like that we do here on the channel. And if you want to get in touch, you can do in the comments below, or on any of the social medias over at the Kilobits. Alright, until next time guys, bye!
Of course. On it. Of course. Oh.
Sure.